Welcome to Royally Unhinged, the podcast where we talk all things marketing, networking, and a wee bit of wizardry. It's everything you need to know and everything you didn't know you needed to know. You know, I am one of your co-hosts, Princess Paula, along with my lovely other co-host,
Tara B.
And together, we are Royally Unhinged. It might not make sense if I say with my other co-host, because can you only have... It's not like there's
How
three.
many co-hosts can you have?
If there's three, is that a tri-host?
I don't know.
Is that a tri-fold? Anyhoodly, we are live on location today. Where are we, Tara?
We are at the Cottage Grove Chamber of Commerce Community Showcase.
Oofta.
Is where we are at today.
That was a lot of words. It is an annual event here in Cottage Grove, Minnesota, and this is a fantastic community expo type soiree. There's vendors, there's entertainment, there's going to be a mascot dance-off, and there's us.
There's a bouncy house, I heard.
There's a bouncy house. And you know, this is just a good moment to tell you, you need to check into your own community, because I guarantee, friends.
Got something like this.
Yes. Your community has an expo, a showcase, whatever else.
A thing, a business show thing.
Yeah, there's a name for it. So here's what you do. You go and check with your local Chamber of Commerce. Mm-hmm. So you call up, you email, Dear Chamber of Commerce, do you have an annual event?
And they will say yes.
They'll say, do you want a booth or do you want to volunteer?
You could do both.
Like us.
That's what we're doing right now.
That's what we're here. And shout out to the Cottage Grove Area Chamber of Commerce.
Yes.
And
very much so. First of all, they are sponsoring us today, which is why we are here. But there's a little bit more that goes into the Cottage Grove Chamber and Miss Lori Levine.
Do tell.
So we've kind of mentioned this in a couple episodes previously, but there's your ASMR for the day. But we, that's where Paul and I met.
Remember when... Yes.
You know it's not an episode unless you get somebody singing in it.
Hey,
so.
are you teeing us up for today's topic, Miss Tara B?
I am.
Oh, looky there.
But this is where the Cottage Grove Chamber is where, actually it was Women in Business.
It's our nexus.
It's our nexus. Word of the day. Word of the day.
Nexus is like our
that's
eternal.
Our year word.
That's
our
right.
I'm
our
sorry.
word of the year.
That was my
which
fault.
I don't do.
Rewind.
I don't ever call me and say, "What's your word of the year?" Because
she doesn't
poke
like
you
them.
in the eye.
She don't.
I don't believe in them.
Okay.
Anywho,
anyways, let's bring it on back. So everybody is setting up at this showcase right now. So we wanted to give a shout to the chamber and talk a little bit about our origin story and how
they play such a role
where we are today and things that just progressed as it all began.
If it wasn't for Lori in the chamber, there would be no
This
Royally
would be
Unhinged.
no Royally Unhinged podcast.
It would just be a dream.
Yes.
And the chamber of
Secrets?
hollows.
It's a chamber of secrets.
Secrets. Okay, so let's go back in time. It was years ago.
Women in Business.
What is Women in Business?
So Women in Business is a women's organization that is run by the Cottage Grove Area Chamber of Commerce, and Lori is in charge of all that. Basically, once a month, we have a fantastic speaker that comes in.
So good.
And we just all get together. We do a little bit of networking in the beginning, and we
share
learn
business
something,
cards,
and we have some breakfast,
some snacks.
Snacky.
We have some snacks.
It's
It's a great networking. Here's one of the reasons why I love specifically the Cottage Grove Women in Business, because there's such a wide array of businesses there. Like there are women from Fortune 500s, from like some
solar entrepreneurs, just even like I don't want to say hobby, but like, you know, they might even have a full-time 9-to-5 job or something, and they also do something else,
side
like
gig,
like a Mary Kay thing,
like
or
a
something
hustle.
a side gig.
Do the hustle. Boop, 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 ba-doop, ba-doop, boop, 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 boop. Do the hustle.
Okay, so Women in Business.
So I went to Women in Business. So here we go. It's time to get real. It's time to get real.
Let's get real.
First time I went, I was working for a company and I was the business development manager for that company. So I was doing like the social media, keeping up the Google business profile, doing all of the things. And there are some networking groups out there, which we have talked about, BNI, where there's only one allowed per industry. So you know that when you go to those meetings and you're sitting there, there ain't nobody else there that's your competition. You can just own
You own the category, basically.
righto. So I show up at Women in Business, and who's there?
Me!
She's doing all the same things I'm doing. So, you get up to do your commercial to introduce yourself, and I'm saying about what I do, and then she gets up and she's doing the same thing. And what happens? Well, at that time, friends, I was still very much in a competition. I did not believe in abundance. I was very much a scarcity mindset, right?
Same.
That there's not enough to go around.
Yep.
So there's only a certain portion, and I got to scoop that for myself. Otherwise, I get nothing.
Yes.
So,
how many times does Tara get touched today?
2, 3, 4, 5, 6. If you're listening and not watching, we're sitting together in a booth in a gymnasium, and I'm just randomly touching Tara.
But she does that every episode.
All the time.
It's not weird.
So anyhoodly, I come to this meeting, I do my introduction, Tara does her introduction, and she sounds like she has her stuff together. What she does.
I got my poo together. Nah,
she does. And I was
do.
like, uh-oh, she's better than me. She is now my competition. Because again, I wasn't in the place of thinking there's more than enough for all of us. No. I was in a scarcity, there's not enough to go around.
Right.
And I felt threatened by her because I could tell she was smart and competent and capable. So my first reaction wasn't to be like, a friend. It was take her down.
Well, and I think that just goes to say, it's the same that I had too. Like as soon, and it's not even just Paula, but back in the day, I can't speak words today. Back in the day, I had that same mind concept. Like that's not a phrase. Mind concept.
Word of the day, podcast word of the day, mind concept.
Apparently.
What even is
I don't know.
No, actually, pause, interjection. Tara gave me a word this week that I have been using nonstop. She said thoughtsicle.
It's thoughtsicle.
Oh my gosh, that is now in my lexicon, and it is the best thing I've ever heard. Thoughtsicle. It's a hot day. Okay, so back to your mind concept.
So my mindset is the word I was trying to say. My mindset was not abundance mentality. It was, I need to take over the world with my company. I need to
dominate.
I need to just dominate. And I even after I started this company a few years ago, after I had my youngest, I was like, as soon as we get in a good place, I'm going to just go hard. I'm going to go hard. I'm going to do all the things. I'm going to get so involved. I'm just going to take over the world. And that's when all the business started coming in, but I wasn't in a happy space because I was so busy all the time and I didn't have anybody to talk to. I'm a solo entrepreneur. It's just me.
By myself.
It is. It's all by myself. It's just me. It's just me. So who do I talk to about, bounce things off of? Or my husband hates it. My husband hates talking about marketing.
Well, they're so good.
He doesn't know
Our husbands are so good, but after a while,
they get sick of it.
Well, and they really can't speak to it because they're not in the space.
Not in
they can
don't
listen
know it,
and they can say it back to us, but unless you're in the solopreneur, entrepreneur space, you don't understand the crazy.
You really don't. Even if you have a 9 to 5. Well, there's some crazy for
working
the
9 to 5.
Yes.
There's a song for everything you're saying today. Just watch out, folks.
Oh, good Lord.
There is a booth across from us that is diffusing some essential oils, and it smells lovely, and it's getting me jacked up for the day.
This is great. This is going to be a good spot.
Okay, so you were there. You were doing the hustle.
I was doing the hustle. But, so I wasn't in a great spot. And then kind of fast forward a little bit, and it was one of the Women in Business events that Paula was speaking at. And this is kind of when you started doing more of the Princess Paula thing. You weren't working for Keller Williams anymore, and you weren't doing...
We won't mention all the jobs that Paula has had in the last couple of years.
So she wasn't
move along
anymore. She was really trying to get Princess Paula Consulting off the ground. So it was one that you were just talking about, networking, I think.
Okay.
And I came a little bit before because I was volunteering with the chamber. I was doing a lot of stuff then. So I came a little bit early and I started helping her, put her folders out and all of that stuff. And we sing a lot together, actually. The first time that we sang.
It's all coming back to me now.
The first time that we sang together was at Women in Business. And
yes.
we were singing something from
Les Mis. Wasn't it Les Mis or was it Fiddler on the Roof?
No, it was Hamilton.
I knew it was a musical.
That's why I started singing it last night.
There's been so many. Tara, that was like 2 years ago.
What is it? It's You'll Be Back. Soon you'll see. You remember.
Was that what it was? I thought it was.
We have a video. We have a video out there of us singing it.
Oh my gosh, we're gonna have to find a way.
It's actually on our YouTube channel. It's on a shorts. No, it's on my shorts. It's on my Dapper Dog YouTube channel.
I don't wear shorts.
I try not to.
I remember that, and suddenly it was like, friend, not food.
Yeah.
Like it was.
Fish are friend, not food.
Yeah.
Yes.
It was just this moment of, we could be on the same team instead of be against each other.
And then afterwards, like we would
start talking about things.
Well, that day afterwards, like we were leaving, we were walking out, and I think I was ahead of you a little bit, and all of a sudden you started singing the song again, and then you got in your car and you blared it on your stereo as I was getting. So then I wrote. So that's where it all started, you guys.
This is a beautiful moment we're having here right now.
She might not have even remembered any of this.
Okay,
she blocked it out.
Shout out to the perimenopausal women out there. You're my people and you hear me. I can't remember what I did 2 hours ago, and she wants me to remember 2 years ago, but yet I can remember something random from middle school. So it's just a fun part of life. It's perimenopause is where it's new every day.
Oh my gosh.
Your
But
life
anyways,
anyway.
Any hoodly doodly. So that's where it all started. That's where this friendship started. And then I think maybe a week or two or a little bit of time after that, she called me and we were talking about doing website stuff. You wanted help with a website.
This is like story time for me. I'm like, oh, do tell. I like this story. I don't remember a
So
thing.
she wanted help with her website. She needed something changed on it, or it was something like that. And then I started talking to you about it, and I was like, I don't like where it's set up. Like,
she
blah, blah,
could
blah,
say
blah,
right
blah.
now that I asked her to be a surrogate for me, and I wouldn't even. I would be like, oh, for sure I did.
Sure, why not?
No,
I don't
this, there's a ring of truth. No, there
know. Ring
is.
of fire.
I can remember the feeling of when it changed. This feeling of, instead of being intimidated by you or feeling like threatened, the competition of, I have to be better than Tara or no more than Tara or outshine Tara so I can get the clients instead of Tara. It was that moment of, wait, we could work together.
Yeah.
And she could actually help people I can't, and I could learn from her. And it was just a mind shift.
It was a huge mind shift, but not even that. It was like...
It was a mind concept.
It was a mind concept. But the mind concept was also that I had somebody else to talk to about some of the issues that were going on, even in the marketing world. Or like if Google was changing something, or like how did you start dealing with doing Google My Business listings because Google changed the whole verification process and now you have to do videos and all this stuff. So like we started like bouncing off of that and just like having that other person as a sounding board.
Okay, so let's move just a little bit. Let's just scooch over into the abundance mentality, because when you go from scarcity to abundance, when you start to realize that there's more than enough, that clients and customers are like an all-you-can-eat buffet. Every time you go up, it's refilled and there's more. So when you have that mentality, like you never go to an all-you-can-eat buffet and go, I better run up and get all the food because the next time there might not be any food. You know, when you come back, it magically refills with more egg rolls or mac and cheese. Like it's just always full.
It's always full.
And if you have that mentality, then you can start to go, there's more than enough for both of us to reach our goals. And then you realize we can start working together and we can learn from each other and help each other so that we both succeed.
Well, and here's part of that too, because I do all things marketing. Like I do the websites, I do the social media, I do the Google ads, I do all the things that business owners don't have time to do, don't want to figure out how to do, whatever. But there's certain things of that I don't like doing. I don't want to spend my time doing it. I don't want to And that's where having that referral partner that does the same thing that you do, that you trust, that you built that relationship with, that you can refer them if they do those things to take over that. Even if you don't have the capacity to do the things right now. Like there was a long time that I just, it was just, again, it's just me. I can only take on so many clients to do things. Well, if I have somebody reaching out to me and they want a specific thing, I can do it. I don't like doing it, but I know Paula has capacity to do it right now.
Capacity.
That's another secondary word of the day. Capacity.
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 Oh, I don't love that. Well, that's just it. It's like once you start to realize that someone can be abundance mindset, someone can be a referral partner or just a partner. And I see this in the really good real estate agents, because sometimes I'll go to a networking meeting and the realtors that have, oh my gosh, episode of abundance. I already forgot it.
Episode of abundance?
No, the opposite of abundance.
Scarcity.
Oh my gosh.
Scarcity.
There it is. Hello, perimenopause. Perry the platypus. Okay. For the realtors that have scarcity mindset, what happens is they go to a networking meeting and you can see the fear in their eyes when there's another realtor in the room. And they panic and they get scared and nervous because they're like, I have to get all the people. Here's the deal. Not everyone wants to work with you. Not everyone wants to work with you.
Not everyone wants a Ferrari.
See you later. Yes. So, and it's realizing that even though Tara and I sit in much of the same spaces, we're going to want to work with different people. Oh, yeah. It's even happened where maybe somebody approaches me and I'm like, you know what? I'm going to hand you off to Tara because I think she's more your cup of tea. Or she sends people to me going, I think Paula's more your cup of tea. And
that's happened numerous times too. I did that with Board and Brush, Amber and Pat.
Yeah.
They reached out. They wanted me to help with some of their social media stuff. It's a franchise. See previous French fries episode. But they wanted help with it, and they just more wanted some guidance on it. Well, that's not what I do. I do this stuff for people. I don't really tell, like, I'm not that.
You don't advise them what to do. You just get it done.
I'm not a consult.
That's where I am. I sit in and that's why we pair so well together, because I'm a consultant. I will sit down, come up with a plan for you, kind of give you direction of where to go, and then I hand you off to Tara, who makes it happen. And she puts it into practice. And that's why we fit together so well. But it took us getting past our fears, getting past the scarcity to go, hold on a minute, we could dovetail together and work really well as businesses. But having the abundance mindset, the buffet, there's more than enough. Every time you go, there's going to be more than enough. There's more than enough for you and me and whoever is listening and watching this. And if you can flip that switch, it will change how you do business. Change how you look at networking, look at all the things. Even coming here today, coming to this expo, there's however many booths, businesses, there's multiple in the room.
Oh, yeah.
Of the same.
Yeah.
There's even people that do what we do. And we're like, whatever, there's more than enough.
I think the whole scarcity part, when I was in that mindset, though, because I just started this business. And I came from a previous bigger agency. I had that constant paycheck. Starting a business is scary.
Really is.
So even for us having that other person that is going through the same stuff, going through the whole business process of starting it and running it and advertising it, marketing it, all of that stuff, you were able to have somebody that you could bounce even ideas off for that.
Yeah.
But again, it's really scary to not have that constant paycheck because you don't know when that's going to come in. So that's where I think I was originally, just like the scarcity mindset of, no, I need to have all the clients. Nobody else can have my clients. I want all the clients. So I have all
you
the
think
monies.
you think like they all have to be mine. Like anyone that comes in has to be mine. And sometimes you don't realize you don't actually want all of them.
No,
it's not until after you sit down and you
look through it and you might have a few
because we're gonna be honest here. Like, we're not trying to say you're not a nice person, but you know what it's like. You've gone to a party, a dinner event, and sometimes you meet someone and you're just like, oh, I'm not gonna hang out with that person.
Not my cup of tea.
Not everybody in the world is gonna be besties.
No,
and that's okay. Oh, jinx.
same wavelength right here.
And that's why you have to have lots of people doing the same thing, because you don't necessarily want all the customers and clients. You don't want all the things.
Well, and especially that I'm a little bit more seasoned. I mean, this is my 3rd year of business, of being a sole business owner.
Happy birthday.
Yeah, besides my other 2 businesses that I have. But as I've been growing in business, like now I'm working with my business coach and just a lot of stuff on that, but really realizing that I don't want to do it all. I want to have the time where I can be at home with my kids and sit out on the patio and have a nice
mimosa
and whatever it is. Like, I want to be able to do that, and it's really just having somebody else that I can refer to, or just having somebody else. It's having somebody else.
Oh, I know what I was going to say. Yeah, I totally agree. 100%. Yes, agree. When I've gone to those networking meetings that have multiple realtors and I watch them work together and they talk about, I just sent a referral to this agent, I just sent somebody over here, and watching them work together is such a beautiful thing, because there's more than enough. Developing referral partners is really, really important.
Yeah.
This is how you market yourself, by partnering and sharing with other people.
For sure.
It's all part of the marketing. Like, this is what we talk about now.
It's all a wheel. And even just my concept of how, like, I market for my clients now, just with working with somebody else that's also in the field. Because again, not every person that does marketing is going to do it the same way. Not everyone that does landscaping is going to do it the exact same way. Processes are different, but learning from somebody else that is in your industry and taking tidbits that you really fit or feel like it hits home with you and it just works with your business model, your mindset, like it's all good.
Okay,
all
watch
good.
this concept. Isn't it amazing that people with a scarcity mindset will feel threatened by someone else in the room that does what they do, and yet people will pay big money to go to a master class?
Oh, yeah.
So what is the irony there? Like, I'll pay big money to go to a master class from somebody else who does what I do so I can learn, but yet I won't go and have coffee with someone that does what I do to learn from them.
Yeah.
Think about that for a minute, people.
Me that.
Think about that you feel threatened in a room by someone, rather than going up to someone and go, hey, tell me about your business and maybe we can get together. Well, and it's one thing, I'm going off the rails here for a second. Stick with me, because there's a difference between wanting to partner and go and steal somebody's stuff. Like, sometimes there'll be someone who's like, hey, I want to learn all about what you do. Yeah, because they want to just steal your content and ideas.
Yeah.
So, and you'll figure that out the hard way, friends. You'll learn.
Just will.
There's not really a secret to that. You'll just figure it out. But yeah, now I look at people. Well, here's the other thing. In an earlier episode of Royally Unhinged, when we talked about marketing, we talked about all the different things that fit under marketing. So when you're at a networking meeting or somewhere and you meet someone, they're like, oh, I'm in marketing. And you're like, well, I'm in marketing. Do not assume you do the same thing.
No, don't. I'm not going to say the phrase. You know the phrase. Don't make a donkey out of you.
That's right.
But
because until you find out,
you never know. So sitting down and just having that cup of coffee with them, and if you end up doing the same thing, that's cool. You got to have a one-on-one. You got to learn about somebody else's business that does what you do, and you go on your merry old way. But yeah, even with BNI, like, I've changed my entire mind concept. Like, when we have people that come in and...
Mind concept?
Oh, did I say it again?
Really, Tara?
Oh, no.
I've changed my entire mind concept. That's what you just said.
Okay.
Rewind.
It's just my
awesome.
new word. I just made a new phrase. Okay, that's what it is. My mind concept. I changed my mindset on even how I just am in BNI and how I hold myself in there, because even recently there's been a couple other people in the marketing world that came in, and we all do the same thing, but we all have a different focus. I specifically have websites in BNI.
Yeah.
And there are a couple other ones, like one did automation marketing and or like email marketing, like that, drip campaigns and that sort of thing. And another one came in and did lead generation, like Google ads and social media ads and all that stuff. I don't like doing those things. So, hey, it's okay that somebody else is in there doing those things. Like, it's okay.
Well, and that is so good. And to add on to that, sometimes you don't know until you talk to someone that they might have a specialty that you, like, it's just not in your wheelhouse.
Yeah.
But you need them because you might be meeting with a client who you can do almost everything for them except for that one thing. And so then it's like, okay, you have someone that you can partner with and refer to.
Totally.
We're going to be wrapping up momentarily because things are getting ready to kick
launch,
off. And
so we want to say, once again, thank you to Cottage Grove Area Chamber of Commerce.
It just comes back to that. You never know. You never know what's going to happen, but it's one of the reasons why I love chambers.
Yeah.
Some of the people I have met through chambers, well, and it's just so cool. I had this moment on Thursday night when I was emceeing a gala, the Regatta Gala.
The gala.
And as it was ending, I just connected with these folks and we were talking, we were laughing, all the things. And I looked at them and I said, you never know what's going to happen. You never know what's going to happen when you attend an event. And especially with chambers, there's always like coffees, community events such as this. Like chambers are so the bomb diggity. And you go there thinking, I know what's going to happen. I'm going to go, I'm going to do my commercial. I'm going to do my song and dance. I'm going to share
leave.
I'm going to share my mind concept.
If you get involved and you get to know, I'm just breezing past that. You get to know people, and that's just what I love doing now. I just love getting to know people.
You could end up doing a podcast with them. Who would have thought? When it started, I was jealous of her. I was intimidated by her greatness. I was like, oh, great, there's someone that could probably do it better than me.
But it's the funny thing, because I was that same exact way too, but I was like, holy crap, she can get up and just spout off stuff in front of people. I want to do that. I can't do that. I can't get in front of, I mean, I can.
You realize we're doing
this. I'm not comfortable doing it. So it was the same. Like, I was jealous of the fact that you could get up and do that. And I couldn't. So that's why I spoke that one time at Women in Business, because you did. And I was like, I have to do it too.
Look at us influencing each other.
And now look at us. Now we're like BFFs. And if we don't talk to each other every single day and text each other at least once, we feel sad.
It's a sickness. It's a good thing. It's a good sickness. It's like
it's the greatest sickness ever.
So closing thoughts.
Thoughtsicles.
Here are my thoughtsicles. That when you're going to a networking event, or even like this, if you go to a community expo and you're walking around and you come up to the booth of someone that does what you do, and you're just like, oh, that moment you feel threatened, because sometimes your first response is, I feel threatened. Here's someone that does what I do. Do they do it better? Are they making more money? Do they have more clients? You got to stop. You got to stop in that moment. You got to stop your thoughtsicles. You got to change that mind concept.
I was hoping you were going to say
it. And you have to just go abundance. You got to think buffet. That is another word of the day, buffet.
Word of the day.
Word of the day. Podcast word of the day. Buffet. So just go, there's more than enough. There's more than enough. There's more than enough. It's a buffet. It's constantly going to be replenished. It's a buffet. And so at that point, you can just be like, what's your dish? What do you have to offer at this buffet?
What's your bread and butter?
What's your macaroni and cheese? There's always mac and cheese at a buffet.
There's always mac and cheese.
Doesn't matter what kind of buffet.
Anyways, we want to thank again the Cottage Grove Area Chamber of Commerce, Women in Business Organization, and Miss Lori Levine, because without that, this would not be here today. We would not have this friendship. We would not have this partnership that we have going forward. And I'm so excited to see what is in store for us.
A year from now,
we're going to look back.
We're going to say, we're going to be here a year from now, and it'll be like, look what we're doing now.
Look at where we started. Look at me now, Mom.
On that note, we're so glad. If you're listening, watching this, go ahead and take a minute, and I'm going to say it, like and subscribe so that you can stay up to date. And if you got some fun comments, if you have another topic for us, just leave it in ye old comments, or just text us. I mean, just come and hang out.
You probably have our phone number somewhere, so just
saying, we're all over the old interweb.
You'll see us. We're around.
Until next time, I'm your co-host, Princess Paula.
I'm your other co-host, Tara B.
And together, we are Royally Unhinged. Thanks for hanging, folks, and go eat at that buffet with your mind concepts.